Oh, got a little bit of time to kill, so just gonna be hanging out, chatting if anyone shows up. If not, I'll be listing wrestling cards. Got a whole stack. Majority of these cards were from, actually all of them except one, from the non-sport card show that video just dropped yesterday. So good that I already have that stuff photographed and can start listing it already. First up is one loan card from the last card shows that I forgot to list. Howdy, how you doing, man? Appreciate you stopping by. The Tiffany Stratton Cactus Jack Black Yellow Flames. Welcome in. Just getting a head start listing a lot of the wrestling cards that I got from the non-sport card show. I already listed some of the Marvel ones too this morning. So yeah, nice to get a good head start on that. Yeah, I know, man. So I used to love watching like people at card shows, and I would watch like sports people because no one would do wrestling. But I just like the interactions at the show. You see different people, like everything they have and all that. And yeah, no one was doing wrestling, and I'm just kind of making it because that's what I would like to watch. So I figured other people might like to watch that too when you niche it down to wrestling. I wish more people did it, man. I wish I could just open up YouTube and just watch videos of like wrestling people at card shows and stuff, but it's just not there. Not a lot of it, you know. Like I know Body Slam Toys did a few videos, so I hope he does more of that. If you guys are familiar with him, because I enjoyed those that he did. But aside from that, it's all Pokemon, which I enjoy watching, even though I don't collect Pokemon. Yeah, me too. Like I'm interested in Pokemon. I don't know much about it. But yeah, I watch sports card, Pokemon card show videos, and every once in a while you'll see someone like kind of run into a wrestling card and be like, "Oh, look, it's a Rey Mysterio," and I'm like, "Yes, wrestling's in the video," and then they just kind of move on, and that's it. No, I appreciate that though, and I appreciate you guys watching. It makes it worth it putting it together. Yeah, I do appreciate that. Problem is with the card shows. Well, this month was pretty good because I had 3 to go to. Most months it's just the one though, and then I guess 2 months of the year it's two because the non-sport happens twice a year, and then occasionally there's like the Dallas show or another random show. A lot of wrestling cards I don't know much about. Yeah, so like some of the older stuff you're talking about. So to be honest with you, so I started getting into wrestling cards when the AEW set came out, the 2021 set. That's when I started getting into wrestling cards. So that's pretty much the new era because shortly after that, 22 Panini came out. So the older gentleman Carl in the card show videos, he sets up at almost every card show. He has a bunch of like complete sets, some older sets and stuff. And over the last year and a half, I've bought a bunch of sets from him, not knowing much about the set. And then I come home, and when you list the cards individually instead of listing it as a complete set, you just like learn about it. Like, oh, I didn't know. Only started collecting a few months. Oh, that's awesome, man. No, you'll catch on. There's really not that much. I mean, for the new, like Panini and then Topps, recent Topps era, there's really only a few years you have to backtrack to. But yeah, I didn't know much about the older sets too, but it's just from buying sets and then listing them on eBay. Like I bought the 2002 Royal Rumble set. I didn't know that set had John Cena, Randy Orton, Batista, Brock Lesnar, rookies all in that set. But I learned once I got the set. So I like buying those complete sets, and then like even if it wasn't like the best buy, most of the time it is decent. If you, especially if you're going to sell stuff individually, then you learn about it. So now I know like okay, look out for those cards. Same with like the 2014 Chrome set. Like I didn't know anything about that, but then getting it and then listing it, you're like, oh, these are the cards you want to look for in that set. No, that's good, man. I really don't have a like top tier collection, man. I mean, I got some badass Blair cards, but aside from that, I mean, I got some decent Cody cards. I got some decent pack cards, but like I don't have anything crazy. I like collecting the wrestlers that like I can get like I can legitimately get like a gold out of 10 or even potentially a 101, you know? It's more fun that way. Like, if you collect Stone Cold, like I wish I could collect Stone Cold, but like I'd only be able to afford like low end stuff with him, which is fine, but it's fun when you can buy yeah, with wrestling, it's subjective and what's a rookie and what's not. Because even some of the like the 2015-ish upwards to 2021 top stuff, they would have like NXT cards, like first NXT, and then they would debut on the main roster, and then they put a rookie card logo on it. But then like that NXT card is more desirable than the rookie card logo, so it's like, yeah, with wrestling, it's debatable. Rookie cards are debatable, which is it's fun. Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, I got a badass collection of that, of Blair cards, pack cards. Um, like I said, I have some decent Cody slabs. I got some decent like Serena Deeb and Jamie Hayter cards. Um, yeah, I have a bunch of older stuff too that I want to send in to get grading, to get graded. Like I got like those rookies I just said. I got the 2013 Roman, Dean Ambrose, and Seth Rollins cards. I need to look those over to see if I want to send them in. The problem is with the grading, man, it's just expensive. And I know like if you send a PSA, they don't bill you until it's done, but you got to be ready for that bill to come, you know? So I think like last time I only sent in 10 cards. The time before that I sent in 15, and the time before that I only sent in 5. Yeah, I like grading cards. Yeah, I know a lot of wrestling people don't necessarily care about it, which is fine. Um, I do like it though. It first off, it authenticates the card, it protects the card, and then if you ever did want to sell the card, there's no, especially if it's like a little bit more expensive card, there's no question of the condition, you know. Yeah, it is. There's not, you can't really find good lot of comps on a lot of stuff. WWE stuff more than AEW, but as time goes on, more people are doing it. So just give it a few years. Like as the years progress, more and more people are going to be doing it as wrestling cards get more popular, and then it'll catch on. But I know there's lots of collectors that they don't care. They're collecting a rainbow. It's just whatever, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. What got you to even look into wrestling cards? You said you started like a few months ago. I'm curious for that, for like new people. Oh, Whatnot? Oh, you ran into it on Whatnot? Yeah, that'll do it. Breaks are a lot of fun. I've kind of stopped doing WWE breaks, but AEW ones I've been doing. Um, I don't like so like WWE cards. They're just getting like really really expensive. So I can no longer justify opening up a hobby box even for like the YouTube channel. I can't really justify. You always love wrestling in general. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, me too. I was in. Obviously, I was watching wrestling as a kid, like Attitude Era, like late '90s, early 2000s. Kind of fell off of it. One of my friends just kept watching it, and then he introduced me to AEW. And at first, I thought it was cool, but I didn't like follow it. But then I found myself just on YouTube, just watching like old wrestling clips, breaks. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, man. I mean, more times than not, you're not going to hit anything in a break. So, like, say you were going to spend 20 bucks on a break, just go on eBay and buy a nice $20 card, guaranteed to get the card. Yeah, I don't blame you with that. Athena's good. Yeah, I like her finisher. She's still in like ROH. She's still the ROH champion, women's champion. Yeah, well, they had her come up to feud with like Tony Storm for a little bit, but I'm surprised they don't bring her up in the, I guess, the main roster, I guess you could say, for AEW. But she's a good veteran, so like maybe her she's forever gonna be champ. Maybe she's more useful, like teaching like the up and comers, you know. Who do you collect then? Do you got certain wrestlers, or you just kind of just grab cool cards when you can, or how do you do it? Oh yeah. Shotzi rookies. Really? Her rookie was like before Panini, I think. Like 2019 to 2021, somewhere in there, I think was like JC Jane. That's a good one. I thought they were losing hope in her, but then they made her champion, so it's like, you know, they didn't release her, so, and then they made her champion, so it looks like they're going to stick with her. I'm looking to see what, I think this parallel is called Black and Yellow. Oh, autos. Really? Over $100? Wow. Let me actually, let me see that. I'm going to look that up. Oh, 2020? Oh, yeah, you're not joking. From 2020. Does she have like an NXT thing before that, or is 2020 her like rookies? Yeah. She must be really popular on the indies. Yeah. Yeah, I saw her doing some matches with, I think, Cora Jade on some indies and stuff like that. Indie promotions. I saw it on YouTube. Wow. Yeah, someone's got a 2021 Topps Chrome Shotzi gold auto out of 50 for 180 or best offer. Those are on card. Yeah, so it's not, so it looks like 2020 is her rookie year. So it looks like the oh wow, yeah. Yeah. Wow, I didn't know that, man. I didn't know her card shot up like that. An out of 10 from women's division went for $224 plus shipping. An out of 50 went for 165. Yeah, out of 25, $152. Yeah. Wow. Huh. Good to know. If I see those for cheap, I'll make sure to grab one because I was not aware. Yeah. I got a cool Shotzi card that Art. I don't know if you saw if you saw my last card show video I posted yesterday. It was a long one, but the art card. She had one of the art cards in 21 Undisputed. That was really cool looking. That's probably affordable since it's not an auto. Black and yellow. Oh, for sure, yeah. Well, the last one was long. Here, let me get your opinion on this. So the last one was a bit long, but I don't typically I don't get to do card show videos that often, so I'm okay with making them longer. but I left more footage of me just like digging around in the boxes, because I didn't get that much interaction at that show because there was not as many dealers. So is that footage boring, or do you like that, or do you rather have like you see me digging through boxes for a few minutes then move on? Because then you get to see all the cards, but sometimes it's just quiet and you just see me like flipping through cards for like 5 minutes straight. You know, you like seeing the cards, okay? Yeah, a lot of times too, like that first dealer, I just picked out stuff. Yeah, I know. Yep. Yeah, can't speak for everyone. I understand. Like that first dealer, I went through everything, bought some stuff, and then my plan is to go back there, but it just never happened. So I'm sure there's stuff that I like. Maybe I'll get this. I kind of want to see like how much discounts he's giving. So there was good deals and stuff, and then I ended up passing up because I never made a second round. You know. I also kind of want to. I wish you would specify price tags a little more, like what they are charging. Yeah. So it's weird. Most of the dealers that I've been to that I know them, I give them a pile and I tell them what the sticker price was. Like, here's 60 sticker or something. And then they'll double check it, which is fine. I tell them to if they don't anyway. And then they'll just be like, okay, 50 or like 45 or whatever. So then I know what I paid for the stack, but then to do that math on what card, I don't know. You know what I mean? So if the sticker on the card said $3, and then they gave me $15 off the total thing, but then I got like 23 cards. It's hard to put an exact price. It'd have to go down to like the cents, per card. Except for like the one where it was a dollar bin and they just charged me $1. So that one was like, those were $1. Yeah. I kind of look at them as bulk deals too. Because I don't really look stuff up. I just go off my gut. Obviously, with more expensive stuff, I'll look stuff up. So, if I paid $50 for a stack of cards, and then one I know is sometimes when you're going through cards, I wonder why you leave certain cards behind and grab. Yeah, so um, I grab the ones I really want first, and it's just from my experience selling stuff on eBay. What I think is a good deal, like I said, I'm not looking these cards up. What I think is a good deal, I always plan on coming back, and sometimes I don't. And also, like I have a certain amount of money for the whole show. I'm not sure. I haven't looked into the dog tags yet. I could look at the gold rock one, see if anything, um, but yeah, I kind of just look at it as like a bulk deal. Because like say like this card, like I paid I think $3 for it. So say I think it's worth more than three, but say it isn't, and say it's only worth four, and then like after fees and shipping, I might barely make my three back. Like that's fine. I look at it as like a whole bundle thing. Yeah, let me look the rock up right now. Yeah, I haven't looked up the dog tags. So I work like two jobs, man, and I do eBay and YouTube. So I don't get a lot of time, free time. Like I got like an hour or so now. But like this whole rest of the week, like I'm probably not gonna be able to list much. I probably won't get to the dog tags for a few weeks, to be honest. Just because the cards are easier. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the black and white photos. You pulled a 2023 Chronicles Caleb Braxton out of 10. I'm gonna use it as my tape in 2 weeks, but no idea. Yeah. Yep, some of that stuff is hard to comp. You could look up the same set out of 10 and go to Solds and see what other, wrestlers out of 10 are selling for and kind of like base it off that. That's always an option, but let's see. Oh yeah, yeah. It's worth something. Oh, the gold rock. I think. Um, So someone has the gold rock dog tag listed for like $5 plus like a little over $7 shipping. So like $12, but there's no sold. So I mean that's probably worth just putting by itself. But like yeah, a lot of those other ones gonna have to make like a sets of 5 or 10 altogether or something like that. The cards are probably better than the actual dog tags. Yeah, I see. I don't mind the finest cards, but I just the black and white photos for the wrestlers. Like wrestling, the ring attire is so colorful. It's so over the top, and then they just dull it down with the black and white photos for like 2 sets in a row. Not a fan of it. Like the inserts look great because they're in color. The autos look great. They're in color. I don't even mind the design that much for finest, but the black and white, just wrestling photos, just I don't know, man. Not a huge fan of it. I think I heard we're getting Exalted like in about a month. I'm waiting for a checklist to drop, or not a checklist, like a preview, some kind of preview thing on Beckett or something. I'll talk about that once that comes out, but it seems like with Topps, they're kind of doing stuff quick. They'll announce the preview, and then checklist a week or so later, then the set comes out. It's all like condensed. With AEW, they'll announce a set like a year before it comes out, and then they'll do a checklist like 2 weeks before. I don't think it needs to be that far out, but you know, I don't know. They could drop a preview like a month or two before set's coming out. All right, Tiffany Stratton, black and yellow. Cactus Jack. This is the only card left over. Yeah, the Masters autos look sick. The auto checklist, though, was kind of small. They only have the 4 auto sets, and they're all like, what, like 20-something names? Which, I don't know, it could be good, but then, I don't know, if all the names were, you know, worthy names. Yeah, Exalted's supposed to come out, though, in about a month, and then AEW, hopefully, game used. I'm excited for that. That one I'll actually buy some boxes because it'll be affordable. Exalted, I have no idea what that looks like, really. I don't even know. Is it chrome? Is it paper stock? You didn't like Elton Prince being a name? Elton Prince. No, it's fine, man. You can't have all the autos be good. I like when when Panini had just like tons and tons of autos. Like it's fine. Because you know not everyone just collects the big names, you know. Oh hey Ross, how you doing? Disaster weekend, 50% up the quantity we've gotten on a weekend. It's like 20. Whoa, what? %50 of the quantity we've gotten on weekend for years, and like 20% sales. Crazy. Yeah, man. So I like sold a decent amount of stuff over the weekend. Switch from Panini isn't a bad. Yeah. We're gonna have to wait and see. We have to give it some more time. Panini really did a good job with the wrestling cards. Oh wow. Yeah, I had a decent weekend. I don't know, just in volume, I had enough. I don't know, probably like I don't know, 15 to 20 cards sell or something, and a couple like a book and a DVD or something like that. But today it's like 206 right now, not a single sale, not even like a $2 card, nothing. eBay's just been dead. Yeah, Panini did a really good job. So when Topps was taking over, I was a little bit concerned. Because if you go back and look at the 2020 and 2021 Topps Chrome sets and Finest, those sets barely have any parallels. I mean, they have a few, just a handful, and the smaller checklist and all that. So I was worried that they might go back to that. But then when 25 Chrome came out, it looked like they were kind of emulating what Panini did, a bunch of parallels, huge checklist, all this stuff. And I'm like, okay, maybe this won't be that bad, and it's fine. But then they didn't release the set for basically 9 months. I'm like, what the heck? And then the two sets they have released, black and white photos, and then now, I don't know. We have to give it more time. For older Panini WWE sets. I mean, I think Panini cards are going to be fine going forward. It's 10 years from now, we're going to look at that little 3-year window of cards, especially like golds and stuff like that, like out of tens, the tie dyes and lower. October's been your worst month. Huh, interesting. Yeah, I'm not doing that great this month either, and last month was pretty slow for me too. Yeah, I think Panini cards over time will be fine. Um, yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see though. And top stuff too will be fine. Like I think people are still going to collect both, especially for now. But there's going to be a point where those Panini cards are just going to be hard to find, 5 years from now and stuff. Because with wrestling cards, there's so many collectors that don't want to sell the cards. Like, they get their card, they just keep it, and that's it. So, like, if it's a card out of 10 and one of those cards goes into someone that collects that wrestler, that card's probably never coming back on the market. So might as well make that card out of 9 now. Sold one card earlier, and eBay isn't letting me do letter shipping currently because it was an international sale. They should let you do the letter shipping with international sale. So here's something to keep in mind. You can't do eBay standard envelope to Alaska, to Hawaii, and to like Puerto Rico, and also the like APO military addresses and stuff. So I in my settings took off shipping for all those states for eBay standard envelope, because basically what happens is, like, someone would buy the card and I'd go to print it and it wouldn't let me print it, and now I have to ship it Ground Advantage. Now I'm paying $5 to ship something that sold for $3. So, like, I took all that off. They should let you do international though if you're shipping to the international hub. Or are you doing international on your own? Is it through the eBay like international shipping program? Because when I sell something international, it goes to two places: a place in California or a place in Illinois where I'm at. So, and then once it gets there, eBay takes care of it. So basically, you just treat it the same as like you're shipping a domestic order. At least that's how it should work if it's eBay shipping. You're in that like eBay shipping international thing, which I assume most people are. They just put me into it automatically. But if you're shipping international, like on your own, oh, it's experiencing issues. That just might be the shipping thing. That maybe it's not an international thing. What's the address that, or you don't have to tell? Like, is it an Illinois or California address? Like, if we go to print the label, yeah, it might just be. Sometimes I haven't had shipping issues for a while, but sometimes I just refresh the page, give it a minute, and then it'll work. Otherwise, you can try back in a couple hours. All right, can I get a card listed? Texas. I didn't think they had an international hub in Texas. Maybe they added one, because that would make sense, kind of like in the middle. All right, 30 minutes in, I got a card listed. Black and yellow Tiffany Stratton from 25 Cactus Jack, listed for $8.99. For a lot of companies today. Okay. So I did my shipping like at like 2:30 in the morning. today, so maybe I got it out of the way before issues started. I won't be shipping again. No, you're good, man. I'd rather chat with you guys. It's awkward when no one's here and I'm just like listing cards, talking to myself. I'd rather have the listing cards is just for like if there's no chat going on, then I can at least do something while I'm waiting for people to chat. So Whatnot was having issues? Whatnot was down. Whoa. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I was at I just got home from work. So I haven't been on really online all day. Next card, Sasha Banks Relic from 22 Select. It's just the base one. So I'll be curious to see what this will actually fetch. Hey, Carlos. A bunch of these are using the Amazon Web Services backbone. They had an issue, so it's knocked it. Whoa. Huh. Yeah, that's news to me. I'm glad I got my shipping out of the way earlier then. Hopefully it's fixed by the end of the day or soon, I would imagine. Some people into a volcano somewhere. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know, man. Yeah. Oh, no. You got a show planned? Oh, shit, man. I don't know. Just maybe just play it by ear, you know? I used to work for Amazon, and there'd be times occasionally in the giant warehouse where like the system would be down. On Whatnot, I have in the past, and everyone's like, "Dude, we get to go home," or like, "What's going on?" And like, nah, man, within an hour, they just have everyone wait there, and then they get it fixed. Like they're no way they're sacrificing a day and sending people home. People are going in volcanoes, and that shit's getting fixed. I have streamed on Whatnot before. Problem is, with wrestling singles, most people just buy who. No, I am a fan of it. I just don't know. Well, for one, I don't have enough time. If I'm going to be on Whatnot, I want to go on once or twice a week at the same time on the same day, so people expect that I'm going to be there. Also, if I'm going to sell singles, um, most people that buy wrestling cards, they just buy who they collect and that's it. Like they don't care. Like if I ran this on Whatnot, I'd probably be lucky to get like $2, maybe three if two people are fighting over it, you know? And that's probably what I paid for it. So like there's not enough flippers in the wrestling card community where like people will be like, "Oh, I'll buy that card for $5 because I know it sells for 12." Like there's just not a lot. Like people just don't care. They're like, "No, I collect Cody Rhodes. I want Cody Rhodes cards," and they don't care what other cards. So I've had like just it's good if you just want to move singles quick. And I'm gonna try to get back on there. Yeah, everyone. Yep, people enter the room, including myself. Like, you got any of this, this, or this? Nope. All right, see ya. Um, yeah. So I mean, yeah. One, I don't have time, and two, I don't know the right strategy to do it. But it is good to get rid of stuff because, like, when I did sell singles on there, like I sold like all the cards, like most of the shows. Problem is, they didn't go for much. But you know, if you need a quick like $100, boom, you could just hop up on there and sell some stuff quick. But yeah, yep, yeah. So I don't know how to do. uh, whatnot. But I really don't have time for it. Like I'd rather just put a card on eBay and I can just go about my life, and then whenever it sells, I just ship it out, and then it's can get top dollar too. But I do like whatnot. I wish I could sell on there more. Um, yeah, I do like it. I got nothing against it. Um, Maybe in the future I'll figure something out. But I have done probably like 10 shows within the last like 2 years or something, 3 years, something like that. 2.5 years. So I have sold on there. Yeah, no, it's not the streaming part, man. It's just like I can't buy a card for $3 and sell it for $2 or $3. Like I can't go on there and just like lose money. And then if I'm gonna like price cards, oh, and then if I'm gonna price cards and like what I want for them, that's fine. But then you have to sit there and wait, and you're on stream and you got to sit there and wait. So if I'm gonna have to sit there and wait, I might as well just put it on eBay, because people aren't gonna pay most of the time what eBay prices on whatnot. They expect a deal, unless it's a rare card, unless it's something that like someone really needs, like an out of 10 or something like that, not a 5. Then you might even get more than comps or something. Yeah, breaks is the most fun, man, but it's not good to do. Yeah, you get lowballed live. I used to just think breaks is like entertainment, especially if I'm collecting like cheaper wrestlers like Blair for WWE and like Pac and Serena Deeb for AEW and stuff. Like I can enter a break for like $5-10, and then like I can put that on in the background while I'm chilling, like this, listing cards, or like eating or just going about my day, and it's just like, okay, $10 for like 2-3 hours of entertainment. It's gonna take them an hour to fill, and then maybe an hour or so to break it. Like if that's what you expect out of it, then that's fine. But if you're like trying to maximize your money, I mean, more often than not, you're not going to hit anything. But I mean, I hit a 101. I've hit 2 101s out of breaks before, so guess I can't complain too much. No, like most of the time, if I'm gonna hop on whatnot, I go to the wrestling card category. But they have so many other categories, and I like, just the other day, like it turns out they have like a wholesale category, and there's people like new truck today or something, and they're just like a box. They just put like a box. You get like 12 of these sweatshirts or something, and they just like have it on a 5-second auction, and just like boom, and like next box like 8 of these things, and like I was just like, holy crap, this is insane. Yeah, lucky to get a base card. I'll probably hop into some game used breaks if people are going to be doing those. Anime cards and make good money. Yeah, I could see that, man. Anime is super pop. See, that's something I don't even know that niche. But I imagine there's a bunch of people collect that. Like just how like wrestling is niche, and we kind of like it, and it's like our thing. Like this, I mean, you got Star Wars, people are on that. Marvel. I mean, you got Disney now. Like I'm sure there's tons of people that just collect Disney, all kinds of stuff. Oh yeah, I'm sure they do. Oh yeah, absolutely, man. I mean, if there's one thing I've learned from wrestling cards is like it, it's like women's cards. Like doesn't even have to be a good woman, wrestler. If she's attractive enough, someone's gonna collect her. WWE and non-sport card shows sellers theirs. Yep. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, lots of I like running into the dealers that have a bunch of other stuff and then they have a few wrestling cards. Because not always, but a lot of times they don't care for it and they just like want to get rid of it and they'll just sell it cheap. Yeah, yeah, it's not every time. Sometimes they do overprice. Yeah, the Dallas card show I went to, I didn't have that vendor on camera because I didn't buy anything. But the guy had so much wrestling, so much stuff, like from older sets too, like all kinds of stuff. His prices were crazy, man. Like, yeah, yep, yeah, yeah. Unless you know the person, like that guy James that I'm always at the show, he specializes in wrestling. But since I buy from him every time, he hooks me up with the deal. But yeah, like I got a nice Cody PSA like optic card, like blue out of 99 from a dealer that had one wrestling card and it was like that. And he sold it for me for like 20 or 25 bucks, percent the cost of grading. And I think he was just happy that someone was interested in it and he could actually move it. Because he might have been thinking like, oh, what am I even going to bring this for? Looks out for the Blairs. Yeah, yeah, James, he's really nice, man. I met him at like the one of the Dallas card shows, and then all of a sudden he started going to that local one too. Yeah, I kind of feel bad because I know, like, I don't know, man. He's charging me too cheap for some of those Blairs. I'm like, dude, you got to make something like make 10 bucks on the card, just like something. Like you went out of your way to like find these for me. Like I don't necessarily know how he gets all his cards. I think he buys collections or whatnot or something. Like I don't know. But yeah, he's nice. He's a good guy. Oh yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I just ask what do you need. I'm not gonna haggle him down. Most of the time, his asking price is more than fair, and I know he went out of his way to get me those. So like, I don't. Yeah, I just pay whatever he wants. I just pay him, and he always gives me a good deal on the other stuff too, like the mid, low end cards, the pile of that. Like he always hooks up a good deal on that too. So I'm not even worried about it. Like what I just everything together. I like ask him how much he needs, and that's that. Occasionally for slabs and stuff, I'll ask him if he has room on stuff. Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. So I don't really offer him unless he asks me. But I'll just ask him if he has any room on a certain slab or something, and a lot of times he does. You once got a let's see, 15 sealed box of 150 women wrestlers as they labeled it with the big. Oh yeah, yup. Those early 2000s, even just base cards from some of the set when you got those like classic divas like Trish and yeah Stacy, Tori Wilson and stuff like that. Like those can be good, man. And it just adds up. Like nothing crazy, but if you can get like $4 to $6, sometimes $8 to $10 for a base card, and you got a ton of them. So when I was so when 2023 Prism came out, I entered like I had been into wrestling cards for about a year at that point, maybe a little more. So I was super hyped for the new Prism set. Yeah, Molly Holly. And dude, I entered a case break and I spent like $200 and I bought like some big names. Like I bought like Andre the Giant. I think I bought Charlotte Flair and like some mid names too. I bought like a whole handful of wrestlers, man, and I just skunked. I didn't get anything, man, and I was just like, wow, dude, that was like my budget for the whole set, and it's just done. And I was like, I can't do that anymore. So I kept watching breaks, and then it's more fun to participate. Back then, I was like more into breaks, and I picked up the Blair spot for $5 once, and then next case break picked it up again. Sometimes because you get it for as low as like $2 or $3 if they started at $1. And I'm like, dude, this is way better. And then I just went with it. Lundra out of 10 for 15. Alundra Blaze. But yeah, also it's a combination. Everyone's gonna got their own opinion. I think she's a smoke show though too, and I also like the way she wrestles. That kind of she has that like Japan aggressive style a little bit. That's why I like Jamie Hayter too. She like Hayter hits hard. Like I like the way they wrestle too, but also it's a combination of looks and wrestling ability. Like Serena Deeb, I like because she's a badass wrestler. Like obviously she's not like Liv Morgan or something like that. Like she's not even trying to do that. She's just a badass wrestler. But with Blair, it's a combination of both. And Pac, I don't care what anyone says, man. Pac is like, he's the best wrestler, dude. Pac is, the guy's fucking jacked. He's just ripped, but he can do high flying moves like this Black Arrow. Yeah, you might have just got a steal on that for what, $15 you said. But Alundra Blaze is not like a huge name, but that's still a good deal. Yeah, Pac is jacked. He can wrestle like a lightweight, but can also do like power moves like suplexes and stuff. He's fast. He's strong. He's like all wrestlers combined in one. I think he deserves to be right up there with like Will Ospreay, like Swerve Strickland, Kenny Omega. Like I think he belongs right up there with all those guys. Oh. Buddy's good too. Yeah. Yeah, I got to see like at All Out, not the one that just happened, but the one from the year before, like 2024 All Out. I got to see live and it was Pac versus Will Ospreay. Oh man, that's like the if I could see a match, that would be the match I'd want to see. And I had like great seats too, and I got to see that. And like they're both just standing in the corner. If you go back and watch the footage before the match even starts, they're both just standing there. The place is going insane. Everyone's clapping, everyone's hollering because they know they're about to see a badass match. And it is because of Will Ospreay, but it's also because of Pac. Like people know he's badass too. So the combination of both of them, the place was going nuts, and they hadn't even done a move yet. It was so cool. It was such a cool thing to witness. But now, yeah, now he cut his hair. He looks kind of weird. He looks like the guy from Game of Thrones from Dorne, who versed the Mountain. I forgot his name. Yeah, I don't know. I have to get used to the short hair. Yeah. Yeah. AEW is awesome live. If if it's not a huge pain in the ass, I would recommend going. You know, I'm not saying drive across the country to go. You know, if you need to, but if it comes close enough to you, like it's affordable, it's always awesome. Yeah, I know it's weird because I always he's so used. I'm so used to him having long hair. I mean, in like 3 months though, you'd probably just be used to it. But yeah, I think it looks better with the long hair. But we'll see. It's not like he was balding or anything. Wrestlers with long hair, they start getting a receding hairline, so they shave their head. Like I get it. It's not like that was happening, so he didn't need to cut it. Maybe you just want to change it up, man. Luckily, I'm like an hour from Philly, so wrestling's. I think it looks good. The singlet was weird. Yeah, the singlet was weird. He went back though. Like the the singlet was weird. My favorite card to flip is Ray without his mask. Oh, interesting. I'll have to look at that. Yeah, but I think he only wore the singlet once. The next time he was up, he just wore his trunks like he normally does. But the singlet was weird. I like when wrestlers wear singlets. Um, I used to, in middle school and high school, I did amateur wrestling, and obviously wore singlets. So it's like, you know, that's technically what you should be wearing for wrestling. So I like when wrestlers wear it. Like Wardlow wears it, Kurt Angle wore it, Powerhouse Hobbs wears a singlet, RVD wore it. Like, yeah. Yeah, it can't all be Kurt Angle. No, Kurt Angle's he's a monster, man. Kurt Angle is just like a machine. He's like, dude, he was so good. If you haven't seen his documentary, yeah, I watched it. If you haven't seen Kurt Angle's documentary, I think it's on Netflix. I recommend it. It's so good. It talks about all his Olympic runs and all that. Yeah, I saw the pay-per-view Wrestle Dream. I went to my parents' house to watch it. It was pretty good. The Ops heel turn. I guess I'm fine with it. Like, I mean, I think we all kind of expected Hangman to win that match. That was just, they needed a opponent for him to defend the belt so he can continue on his reign. So the fact that he like turned after it, like kind of just made the whole situation more interesting. So I was like fine with it. I think Samoa Joe plays a good heel too. So, but then, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where they go with it. The Darby match was crazy, with the fish tank and the skewers and the nails and like Sting returning. The Young Bucks and yeah, I think it'll be good. Yeah, the Young Bucks in Jurassic Express. That match went way longer than I thought it was going to, but that was actually really good. Um, I still think the AEW pay-per-views are a bit long. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Brody and Bandito versus Takeshita and Okada. Yeah, we enjoyed it. Pretty much the pay-per-view. Most of the time the AEW pay-per-views are solid. It's very rare where I'm like disappointed, especially like in-ring action. Okay, that makes sense then. Yeah, because I haven't had. That makes sense, man. You should be all right. Just wait it out. Ship it when the stuff's fixed. The Yeah, as far as in-ring action goes, like the AEW pay-per-views never really disappoint. I think we get so many kind of like returns and debuts and stuff that, yeah, just wait it out. Try in a couple hours. If not, try again later tonight. If not, try tomorrow morning. Yeah, the returns and stuff that like I think people kind of expect it every pay-per-view, but you can't have like a debut or return every pay-per-view. So I could see people being like disappointed in that. I mean, we got like Sting, and then you had like Kenny Omega show up. Yeah, I like the earlier start time, but that's just because of my schedule and stuff. Um, but yeah, so like I didn't know the Mercedes match was gonna happen with Mina. So when that happened, I was like, oh my god, another match. I mean, it's fine, but like so, yeah, I don't know. I think it just goes like if it's gonna be long, make it 4 hours like that. Like once it starts getting to like the 4.5 hour mark, it's just a lot. But they're giving you your money's worth. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, I'm sure you are. No, I think she's dating Tony Storm now. So good luck fighting Tony Storm. Yeah, she wasn't even technically champion, so Mercedes gonna have to defend against Velvet at some point. Oh yeah, because the interim, yeah, yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't follow Ring of Honor. Um, like I didn't even know there was interim champion thing going on. That was for the TV title though. It's just so much to follow. I have a hard time keeping up with WWE and AEW, and that's just watching highlights. And I have a hard time keeping up just watching the highlights because I'm just so busy. Used to love Sasha. See, I wasn't following WWE when Sasha Banks was a thing, so I don't really like I just don't have that to like I don't know remember from. So I just basically know her as for AEW run. Like I obviously was aware of her, but I haven't seen much as far as matches. I'm sure some clips here and there. 12 championships now though. Interested to see how many she makes to. Yeah. She called herself like Ultimo Mercedes or Ultimo Monet or something like that. Playing off of the Ultimo Dragon when he had all the belts. Like there's that one picture. I wonder if they're gonna do something where like whenever they decide to stop Bianca at Mania, which Mania? Do you know offhand? Um, I wonder if at some point they, whenever they decide to stop to do this belt collector thing, she starts losing them like one at a time and just like downward spirals, and they could like use that as a storyline, you know? But I don't know if she would do that. Uh, Sasha Banks, selective swatches, WrestleMania 37. Okay, I'll make note of that. Yeah, yeah, that could possibly be entertaining. See her start losing them one at a time from like mid card people and people that shouldn't be beating her, and like something goes wrong or like someone's costing her the matches, and that could start a feud or something like that. Posted to not yet, man. I'm still working on my second card. I've only officially posted one, which is fine. It's fine. I'd rather not have posted. I'd rather chat with you guys. Most of the times that I was streaming like early in the morning, so not as many people hop in. But I just do it when I can, you know. Be back in 1 minute, guys. All right. I am back. Hey, what would you guys put so listing on eBay is such an annoyance for me personally. That's why I usually end up posting them in the groups and stuff first. Yes, a lot of people will agree with you. I don't mind it. I don't know. I know I'm the minority. I don't mind it. Um, Now when I'm listing, obviously when I'm listing other stuff, I'm not gonna stream. Like I was listing Marvel cards earlier, because I mostly focus on wrestling cards for the channel. So now when I'm listing wrestling cards, I'm just gonna stream. But if I wasn't streaming, you know, I got a coffee or something, I'll put on like a whatnot show, I'll put on a YouTube video, I'll put on Spotify, I'll have something in the background. I'm just chilling. I'm not in any rush. I'm just chilling. I just list my cards. For me, it's relaxing. I'm not in a hurry or anything like that. But I know I'm the minority, and most people feel how you feel. And I think that's why a lot of people will take less to do on a whatnot or, like you said, Facebook groups and stuff like that. For me, that's like a pain because then you have to like make sure you trust the person, and then you have to exchange what payments you take and all that. It's like, I'd rather just do it on eBay. But I've been on eBay for a long time. So before I was even huge into cards, I was selling on eBay. So, I mean, I don't know. But I completely understand where you're coming from on that. If you guys look up a memorabilia card, do you type in relic, patch? What do you type in by default? Because this card technically is called selective swatches. My time like that goes into pricing stuff for card shows instead. Have more fun. Yes, I could see that. Yeah. Yep. That actually sounds fun. You know what? I might set up at the next non-sport card show. I don't know how much wrestling I'm gonna bring. Patch. You type in patch. Okay. Let me. I think I have room for both. Yeah, I think I'm gonna set up at the next non-sport card show. Relic patch. Okay, I had relic. Yeah, I usually go for relic. I do have enough space in the title to put relic and patch. So yeah, I got Sasha Banks selective swatches, relic, patch. You know, memorabilia. Sometimes the actual card is technically called memorabilia, so I'll put that, but I doubt people are typing that in, like to a search bar. Yeah, that's, yep. If I have enough room, I usually put relic. I was just seeing like what you guys, just seeing what other people type in, you know. So I got room for relic and patch, so I'll do both of those. Both of her names. Oh, okay. Yeah. See, the problem with the card show, like, say when I list a card, like, this is inventory, you know? It's listed, it's in a certain spot. I can't just bring all my boxes of cards, have people mix it all up. It would ruin thousands of hours of work. So I'd only be able to bring stuff that isn't listed. So I have, like, other non-sport stuff. I don't know. So maybe the next one I'll do, like, I can make 2 videos out of it. One, because my brother would be there, too, so he could watch the table. And I'll make one video me going around buying stuff and another video, yeah, I need 20 extra characters, I agree. They give you 80, we need 100. And then one setting up. Pricing stuff for card show seems like it'd be pretty fun. But yeah, I probably would bring like less wrestling stuff, maybe just some slabs or something. Selective swatches, relic patch, 2022 Panini Select WWE card, SW-SBK. How much competition do you even have for buying risk card? Dude, there's enough to go around. Everyone's searching for different stuff. There's a few people I recognize at the local show. They're not always on video that like they buy and we're cool. I kind of do it in waves. I'll save card shows, like maybe 3 shows, list on Facebook and eBay after that. Kind of keep things changing. That's cool. Yeah, nice variety there. I mean, there's people like there was at the Dallas card show. There was a guy. I ended up talking to him later. He ended up being pretty cool. He's supposed to bring me a Blair Gold at the next show because we exchanged contact. But early on in the show, like we were at the same table, and I hear him like, "Oh, you guys got wrestling? I'm only looking for wrestling." And I'm like, "Oh crap, man!" And then he started kind of going the same route I was going, and I'm like, "Dude, I've got to get ahead of this guy, or I got to go a different route." But turns out he was mainly after the high end stuff. Yep, that's if you don't know wrestling's going to be there, I wouldn't risk traveling far unless you're okay with it being a dud. I could go to more shows, but I don't want to go to a show an hour, 2 hours away, and I don't even know if they're going to have wrestling, you know? But yeah, the guy was mainly after high end stuff, like high end stuff. And, you know, a lot of the stuff I buy is like low end. So there's enough for everyone, man. It's like, I mean, um, James at the local show has so much stuff. I buy stuff from him. AJ buys stuff from him. He has a handful of other people that show up all the time. Like, there's plenty of cards for everyone, man. I don't think it's competition is like a. Everyone's looking for different stuff too, so I don't think it's anything to worry about. I talked to all the. He was looking for those Strattons, yeah, probably. Yeah, there's some of the people at the local show I know from just seeing them shop and stuff. It's kind of cool. There's enough cards to go around for everyone, man. Carl's got a bunch of stuff. Mostly low to mid stuff. Lets everyone look at something they may be interested in, but I also rip a lot of personal boxes. Yes. Any like NXT people you invest in buy. Uh I don't go after it aggressively, but if I get Sol Ruka cards, I keep them. I've been doing that since she started having cards in 2023, so I got some nice like PSA slabs of Sol Ruka rookies, like numbered cards and stuff like that. I don't have any autos, but technically she might not be an NXT person anymore. Yeah. I mainly like her because her finishing move. It's so sick. I think that's about it. Oh, Javon Evans. Like I said, I don't go after his cards aggressively, but if I get Javon Evans cards or see him at the card show for affordable prices, I buy those and just keep them. Like I got a couple autos of his, and I got a bunch of like Topps Chrome parallels. Nothing crazy though. Zarya, Kalani Jordan. Kalani Jordan's probably pretty good. That's probably like a sleeper that she probably doesn't get as much attention in the hobby and stuff, but she could be pretty good moving forward. That's actually a good one. Yeah, so I guess just Sol Ruka and Javon Evans mainly. Kalani is cheaper than Jada or Lola, for example, and she shouldn't. Yes, I agree with that. I agree with that. Okay. Yep, see, interesting. If I typed in selective swatches, you personally collect Carmelo a bit, but he's cheap. If they ever give him a push, he deserves on the main roster. He'll go quite a bit. Yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't done much with him. I mean, they kind of use him here and there. Like, he's not off TV completely. Like, they do bring him in to do some stuff, but they need to, like, I don't know, do something with him. Yeah. I would target his rookie cards, man, if you're going to be buying mellow stuff. Target his rookie cards. Which are 2022 year. Yeah, so if you type in selective swatches, most of these pop up. But if you type in relic, one pops up that's like cheaper than all the selective swatches. So Carmelo Hayes against Randy Orton. Hurt him a little. Huge size difference. It might be time. Yeah. He's a low point now, but seriously doubt he flops forever. Yeah. They would have got rid of him if they're by now, if they like, I don't know, at least weren't going to try something with him at some point. He is small though. He is small, yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised they got rid of Wesley. They were using him for a while. He had the North American Championship for a while, a couple times, I think. Yeah. No, I know, it's possible. But you know what, WWE, they mostly like their... It's not often they give like the small guys a chance. I mean, they do, but... All right. Yeah, it doesn't. All right, I might make a video on this in the future because I've been wanting to for a while. I'm probably alone on this, but I think there should be weight classes in pro wrestling. Legitimate weight classes, just like UFC has. That way you can have top guys. Small guys have top guys. They have their own division. The big guys could actually win world titles like they should because it's going to, like a lot of the big guys can't do the fancy moves and stuff, so they don't often get a chance to be like main eventers. But if you're watching a big guy heavyweight championship match, you know not to expect that. You know, give guys like Lance Archer, Powerhouse Hobbs, guys like that a chance to be like a world champion. I think there should be 3 weight classes. You got lightweight, middleweight, heavyweight. Middleweight is going to be the guys you usually have like as champions. That's probably going to be the main belt. But then you got a lightweight belt. Then guys like Carmelo Hayes can be world champion in their division, and then you got like the heavyweight belt. And I don't know where you make the weight. They could never fully commit. Yeah. Yeah, see, they always did cruiserweight and stuff, but I think they need heavyweight too. And then each division, you have these 3 divisions, have 2 belts, world belt and like a intercontinental type belt. Did you ever open those packs from the last video? The House of Dragon packs? No. I think I'll make a video because I had a couple people commenting about the packs. Maybe I'll record it. Like, I'll try to get it done, put it out by the end of this week. Yeah. Oh no, they'll never do it. There would be two possible opportunities to incorporate weight classes in pro wrestling. One of them could have been the start of AEW, like, oh, we're doing things different, we're going to have weight classes. Didn't happen, so it's not going to happen now. The second one was the second TKO bought the company. Since UFC has weight classes, they could be like, we're doing weight classes now. Didn't happen, so it's not going to happen. So those 2 instances, they could have done it if they wanted to. But then I get it. You wouldn't be able to have a Darby Allin. Oh, you were one of the commenting about the House of Dragon cards. Yeah, no, I'll make a video for it. I know it's mostly wrestling cards I'm doing, but I'll make a short video. And then next time, if I get some weird non-sport cards, I'll just open it in the same video. That way I don't have to feel weird about posting like a non-wrestling video or something. Yeah. Those cards are cool, but yeah, like I'm not going to pull any autos or nothing like that. Yeah, I know. The video was already so long. And with making wrestling card content, there's really not much I can do. Like I do the card show, but that's only like usually once a month. And then when new sets are coming out, sets aren't coming out that often. to talk about. Box openings for WWE is non-existent for me. So there's really not that often I can put a video. So like if I get like an opportunity to make a separate pack opening video, like I'm gonna take it. But yeah, I should have opened those during that video because they're House of the Dragon cards. It would have made more sense for the video. No, I know, but I kind of like that it's wrestling themed, you know? I think that's why people like it. I mean, if I start doing half Game of Thrones content and half wrestling, like I feel people would be weird about that, and I would kind of feel weird about it too. I mean, doing one video is no big deal, but if I all of a sudden start covering Game of Thrones cards, Panini Instant ML cards for upcoming combat sports hobby from Panini. If I all of a sudden start doing Game of Thrones cards, and then all of a sudden adding Marvel cards, and then all of a sudden adding this, now only like one of every 4 videos becomes wrestling cards, but like the channel's supposed to be like wrestling. I don't know. I see it both ways. Wait, I didn't catch that last comment. Have you thought about trying the Panini Instant MLW cards for the upcoming combat sports hobby from Panini? I did not even know that existed. Combat? No, I know. Post whatever you want. True. But niching down can help too. It's both. I'll post the House of the Dragon video. Most of it's wrestling. Yeah. Yep, because I do the I did a few book reviews wrestling, but they were wrestling book reviews. But see, if I posted anything I wanted, I would post book reviews on all the books I read. But then you get like one video would be like Topps Finest Checklist. Next video would be like The Last Kingdom book review, and then the next video would be like, you know. So I did the wrestling book reviews, but like no one watches those, man. People don't read anymore, I guess. Like those videos like got like 30, 40 views maybe. I didn't expect them to get much, but I thought people would be interested. But it didn't seem like it. But I'll still post those whenever I can. Yeah, I'll do the House of the Dragon cards sometime this week. I want to give the card show video a little room to breathe, so maybe like Friday or something. Indie wrestling cards. Got to get more into that. The indie wrestling cards, yeah. I don't necessarily follow that too much. So I wouldn't know when they release. Okay, yeah. Well, you know, I'm gonna have to get more into the Japanese cards because Blair's in Stardom, New Japan. So whenever Stardom does like a new card set, I don't know when they come out with them. I'm gonna have to start looking into that. Do you know when they do sets for the Japanese cards? They do separate sets for New Japan and then Stardom, or they do them together, or like, is it once a year type of thing? Yeah, in Stardom in New Japan. She went over there for like a few matches, I think, and then they ended up signing her like full time, as far as I understand. Yeah, currently, yep, like as of right now. Sumo wrestling cards every once in a while they sell slow, but oh, dude, I got really into sumo wrestling like I don't know, it was like a year or two ago, man. Dude, I was like looking up how it worked, and I was just watching videos on YouTube, and I was like, how can I follow sumo wrestling? It's so interesting. Like they got the different levels, and like the people are trying to work their way up, and like, oh man, I wish sumo wrestling was like a mainstream thing. It's just hard. I found like a YouTube channel or two that was like kind of covering it, but like it's so cool, man. Like they're all respected and stuff, and how they train and their diet, and like, yeah, I got really into sumo wrestling for like a little while. Rebirth for You made some New Japan and Stardom versions as well. Okay. in London. Oh, for like they have their own league over there, or they were just doing it in London. Oh, an actual TCG. Oh. One-time thing. Okay. Sasha Banks, 2022 selective swatches. Relic patch base listed for $13.99. Sumo Expedition in the Mall of America. That's probably pretty cool. What's the set called exactly? This TCG. Oh, just in the company Reaper or. Yeah, with sumo wrestling, there's no weight classes, right? It's just if you want to be big. I finally posted. I got 2 cards, guys. We're 80 minutes in. I listed Tiffany Stratton, black and yellow, and then I listed this Sasha Banks relic. It's fine. Some of the streams when I didn't have as many people in here, I had like a whole stack done, but it's all right. I don't want to fly through them because these are most of the cards I have now anyway. So just whenever I have time, and I got wrestling cards here, because once I go through all the wrestling, I don't want to stream listing like Batman cards or something. I don't know. I guess I could if I'm just chatting wrestling. Maybe let's get one more. My phone's going to run out of battery soon, guys. I'm going to have to leave in probably like 5-10 minutes. You got that auto version of the Banks card at a card show and figured out that after their pricing sticker was covering smudge in the auto. And a smudge on the auto, it was a learning experience. Luckily, you got it cheap. Interesting. I know what you're talking about, though. The 2022, they had like the mem auto cards. Those are really nice. Yeah, no, at card shows, there's been plenty of times where I buy a card, and it's nothing crazy, like just low-end cards like this. And when I go to take it out of the top loader, investigate it, when I'm going to picture it, I'm like, oh, there's a print line on the card, didn't notice. Or, oh, there's like a legit scratch on the card that just makes this card unsellable. It happens. I say at least 1 or 2 cards, most card shows, that's going to happen. But when it's a bigger card, it's more of an issue. So I guess the lesson learned is to take a close look at it. But I'm not going to spend time going through like 50 cards that are like a couple dollars, you know? Maybe I should, but yeah, definitely an auto or something like that. Okay. Bray Wyatt. 2025 Topps Chrome Sapphire WWE. Yep, kind of like opening the most recent AEW metal. Yeah. Hurt once I realized peeling. I have not. I need to, though, because I think I still have like all the ones that I got that were peeling. $126. B-7. Bray Wyatt. So far, they've been sending everyone numbered versions of the. Oh, those are good. Oh, I have to look into that. Yeah, I need the pack numbered one. But so like the EX Century numbered ones, like they go in reverse, like by the checklist. And pack is like he's where like one of them is going to be numbered out of like 2 or 3, and the other one's out of like 98, 97. All right, let's see. Sapphire. No. Oh, that's not bad. So 299, 3. 299. That's the tough part of being on one end of the checklist or the other. The sweet spot is around 50, but only a few got that. Yeah, I know. Where is Brit on that checklist like that? Is it off balance like that? 'Cause I know pack is off balance. Like, yeah, it'd be nice. Well, maybe not. It's easier to complete that if it's somewhere in the middle. Bray Wyatt, 25 Topps Chrome Sapphire. Ooh, that's the 13 might be rough. The 13 might be rough, but it's better than like less than 5. Listed for $299. Hey Carlos, what happens? What happens with you if yeah, if Brit eventually like ends up not being in AEW? Are you gonna switch to someone else or like? Oh, I hope that doesn't happen, but it could by the way things look. You hit the 23 Mercedes. Oh, that's good. That's a good card. Oh, guys, my phone. I'm expecting it, but WWE would be foolish to waste the money at this point. I'm unclear if she's planning to get back into wrestling. Yeah, yeah. Maybe she doesn't even do wrestling because she has her dentist practice and all that. So. Hey guys, my phone's gonna run out of battery any second here. Fortunately, I have to go. I will try to hop on whenever I can. It looks like Monday around this time might be, for the most part, a consistent thing I can do. Maybe not every Monday, but most of them. And then after that, it's just going to be when I can. So I appreciate you guys hopping in and chatting with me. Makes these a lot better. Yeah. So I will see you guys soon. Yeah, you have a good one. Thank you for coming in, chatting. It's a lot of fun. Check out. Yeah, no, thanks, Carlos. I appreciate it too. I appreciate that. You guys if you like AEW cards, check out Carlos at BIC Wrestling. He's probably got the best AEW card channel out there, most informative and all that. Yeah, he does. Yeah. He's got great videos. His pickups videos too are like, oh, just casually or some green PMGs, like no big deal. Like all these insane brick cards. Yeah, appreciate you guys stopping in. I'll catch you soon. As always, until next time. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Have a good night or afternoon.